Good morning. It is March 15th. I'm Armstrong Williams. I don't know. I've given this, in anticipation of my video blog this morning, I've given this some serious thought. I don't know if you saw Gibbs and Axelrod and all of the other presidential minions paraded all over broadcast television this past weekend and their arrogant statements about a week from now, healthcare will become law and it will become the signature of this administration. It sort of reminds me why, and I know people are going to take these words for however usage they want to use them for their own agenda, but that's fine. It's my responsibility. I'm going to say this. I remember why we rebelled against the British Crown because of the things that they were trying to force upon us. They didn't care about us. They did not care about our choices, our freedoms, and the things that were critical to us. I just find it astounding that a president could be so defiant, so out of touch, have utter disregard for the will of the people, and pass a health care bill which is going to become so burdensome, such a monstrosity, such an albatross around the neck of every American. It is just doesn't even seem real, as if he could care less what we, the people, want. He could care less. And so where do we turn our attention when we have a president that is so arrogant and so isolated from the will of the people that he's going to do whatever he wants to do at all costs? Screw the people. I'm the president. You elected me. I'm going to do what I think is best. Whom do we turn to? Our members of Congress, the people that we elect, that we hire for representation government. It is to these men and women who now have the task of making sure that this health care bill does not pass. I know Stupak mentioned recently that he's being threatened with an ethics investigation. They've never seen anything like it. It's mob style, what they're trying to do to force the passage of this health care bill. Can you actually believe that this administration and Pelosi and Reid would use guerrilla warfare tactics, threatening tactics, to get this health care bill passed? Well, remember what Massa said. With all his problems, he said his ethics investigation was launched because after a tirade encounter with Chief of Staff Raul Emanuel inside the locker room, where he's running around naked, screaming, "How dare you support this health care bill?" So they've resorted to threatening. Well, listen, if you haven't found anything to die for, then you haven't lived. The Democrats should not, and the Republicans, because they won't, the Democrats should not fall on the sword for this president and for Pelosi. They should stand up for the interests of the people. The people of this country don't want this health care bill. And so we must turn to members of Congress. And I implore you to write, to email, to call, to flood their lines, whatever is necessary to bring the heat that we don't want this health care bill. We cannot take this line down. We need to awaken a sleeping giant and send a message once and for all to Obama, Pelosi, Reid, and the so-called leadership that it's time that the American people speak, take a firm position, and say, we're not going to take it anymore. This is no dictatorship. This is no monarchy. It is a democracy. And in a democracy, the majority rules. I'm Armstrong Williams.